Why love superficially when we can go from hello to epitome, manifesting destinies and Hello, Aries. Welcome to your August mid-month reading. It's general, you know. The intention that I set for everyone is that for your August mid-months, whatever is most pertinent and important to you is what comes up. So that's what's going to come up. I hope you guys are doing fine. I missed you. I missed you greatly. Welcome to subscribers new and old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to shuffle just a few more times. And I'm going to pull a general spread for you and see what energies are coming up for Aries for mid-August. And September readings are coming right after this. So, you know, this is going to be kind of short. Just a few more times. Okay, one more time. All right. Okay, we have your central energy, your challenge, what is behind you, what's before you, what's above you, and what's below you. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see what we have going on with Aries. Our central energy is the Knight of Swords. That's challenged by the Star. Past influence is the Ten of Cups. All right, Ten of Cupping. I see you. Your below energy is the Queen of Wands. Your above energy is your Devil. It's always nice. And going forward, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, Aries. This is interesting. Okay, so main thing that I see here, it may be an air sign person or communication that comes in from an air sign person or anyone really that's kind of harsh. And this is something that's occurring right now. Like, hell, it might be today. Who knows? But anywho, it's harsh communication that kind of comes in, right? And I feel like this is going to lead you into an addictive thought pattern, right? So it's kind of like, let's look at this as like a test, okay? So this is like your first wave of things getting super good in your life in your recent past, right? With the Ten of Cups. So it's like you're feeling fulfilled, you're feeling optimistic, things are working out, right? So then this person comes in, right? They say something that's either very harsh or something that's rather unsettling, or just something, and because I'm seeing this as like an energy, but it's like something just shifts very quickly. And the first thing that you want to do is to go back into how you usually think about things, okay? So it's like looking at stuff in the sense of like, oh, I knew this wasn't going to work out. I knew this wasn't going to last long, or, you know, some stuff like that or whatever. But the key is your challenge is to get into alignment with the stars. So it's like, in spite of who or what this is that's coming up, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's a message, whether that's a person, what have you. The challenge is for you to still remember this energy from your past, like the first little sign that you got that stuff was starting to work out in your favor, and to trust beyond hope. Wait, trust beyond hope? Is that a thing? I don't think that's actually a thing. Trust beyond hope. In spite of the situation, trust that this is what's actually going on. Let's go ahead and say it like that. So yeah, in spite of the situation, it's trusting that this is actually what's happening, right? And remembering that this is what you guys recently came into alignment with, right? Now, subconscious influence, and with you guys being fire signs, for my ladies out there, this may actually be you, right? So it's to, again, I'm looking at her, looking at the Ten of Cups here. Oh my gosh, this glare is redonkulous. But I'm looking at her looking at the Ten of Cups. So it's more or less like stepping back into your power, looking back at this past situation, and almost like getting like the warm and fuzzies. It's kind of how I'm sensing it. So it's like whenever this message comes in or this person comes in or what have you, or even if this is your own thoughts, you know, because I mean, this could be like a little bit of self-doubt, you know, that's very intricately tied to our good old devil energy, because, you know, negative thinking patterns are a form of addiction. It's something that's comfortable for us. It's like our go-to thing, you know, because it's like actually possible to be addicted to chaos, you know. Things could be going so right in your life that unnerves you, because it's almost as if like the belief that, like, you know, every time things are going really, really good, it's like you're just waiting for the ball to drop, so to speak. So whether this is your own thoughts, whether this is a person or communication that comes in, what's imperative is for you to step into your Queen of Wands energy, right? And for you to be very firm, very clear about whatever it is that you're working on. I don't know what this is, because of course this is general. So I don't know if this is like a project, or maybe this is a relationship, it's a family situation. Maybe you just bought a house, you know, or, you know, maybe you just got back with someone or whatever, you know, or, ooh, okay. I just heard something else. For some of you guys, you met someone, you were dating someone, right? And this is how it felt like from day one. You know what I'm saying? So you met someone, you were dating someone, everything was good, everything was copacetic, and you were like excited and optimistic, and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, I didn't think I was gonna meet somebody like this, you know, things of that nature. And then they turned into this. Yeah, that is not what's hot in the streets. So for those of you where this is a relationship situation, it was a person that you were dating probably within the last month or two, and which is under retrograde, which is never a good idea. But anywho, but this is someone you were dating, and you were very hopeful. Like, I see this in the sense of you being hopeful that, you know, you found someone that you could actually have your little 10 of cupping experience with, right? But this person kind of changed on you recently, you know, and they ended up being very harsh with their words, like, you know, just kind of talking to you reckless, you know, and it brings you here. It's so kind of like what I said in the beginning, like, you know, when good things happen, you're waiting for the ball to drop. For this particular group of people, it's that situation, but like past tense. So it's like you already feel like the ball dropped, and now you're falling back into these thought patterns of, you know, this always happens with me, and this is why I don't get my hopes up, because, you know, people are like this and da 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 type of deal. And your challenge is to have hope. Hope against hope. That's how it goes. So it's like hoping against hope in this particular situation. So the whole thing is that there's a energy of renewal over your life. I feel like this person, like, yeah, it was a sucky experience, but I feel like this is something that was just kind of like passing through. It's like a little quick karmic lesson that spirit threw up in there, you know? And it's important for you to remember who you really are on the inside. Queen of Wands. Even if you're a dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's like stepping into this energy and allowing yourself to, and for this particular person where it was someone where, you know, it seemed like that at first, it's remembering a time or who you are, or what you were working on before that you were passionate about before this person came along. Because I'm kind of getting the vibe that this person kind of threw off your flow. Like whatever it is that you were doing, whether that was like self-work or trying to move up to partner in your company, whatever the case may be. So it's you kind of taking a seat back into yourself, remembering who you are, you know, nursing your wounds a little bit, but just sitting back into who you are in the sense that you don't allow yourself to become cold from this, right? Have hope, and you're going to get a new love opportunity in the near future for that particular person. And for the rest of you guys, not allowing this to deter you and you falling back into old thought patterns. And that's why I said it's kind of like a test, because it's like sometimes, okay, so sometimes when we manifest something into our life, or we pray, ask spirit for things, whatever your method is, sometimes when we do that, it's okay, my theory, the is not is paradigm, right? So pretty much how this works is whenever you manifest something into your life or you pray for something, it's like the universe likes to fill voids. The universe does not like voids, right? Everything must be fulfilled. So what is not must come into place, right? So the opposite of what you prayed for, right? So say if I manifested a car, but I have a car, that means that my car is probably going to go kaput. You know what I'm saying? So now my car is gone. So that's the is not. So that void is created and now the is can come forth. So we look at it kind of like tests, but it's not really like a test per se because, you know, the universe knows all. So, I mean, spirit can't be testing you on stuff. Like, spirit already knows the answer. So the whole key is for you to know the answer. You feel me? So the whole deal is here is what is not has to come into that space first. And that oftentimes looks like a test of will. Because when, you know, you don't allow this to deter you, when you don't allow this to deter you, and you step into this in spite of, so it's looking like this to me. So you got these two little, you know, whack ass energies that are up in here, and you showing up like this, and you're like, bump all that. I'm renewing. I'm hopeful. I'm fresh. You know what I'm saying? So when you step into that, right? It's like you're drawing this in, because I'm trying not to get super deep with this, but it's like with you stepping into this, you're inadvertently drawing this in because you're on the same energetic frequency, right? But it's also like diminishing the power of this because you're not feeding into it. So this is like superseding that. I don't think superseding is the right word for that. And then with your mental focus being on this, it's like double time, you know? So it's like I'm showing up in the physical world as if everything is as I desire it to be. And I'm also thinking about times in my life or that feeling or that emotion that I felt prior to. So now you're double manifesting this new emotional beginning that you're going to get. So don't fall into old thought patterns. You know what I'm saying? Yes, good things can happen to people like you. No, the ball is not going to drop. And if the ball has freaking dropped, it was never supposed to be held, I guess. I don't know. Something along those lines. But I'm going to pull an oracle card for you guys. I think these are going to be like the shortest readings I've ever done in history. Pat self on back. So Spirit, let me get one oracle card for Aries to assist them on their journey in August. What is it that Aries needs to know, Spirit? What must Aries know, Spirit? I had to get really dramatic with it. One card only. How are you, by the way? Awesome. I know. Let me see. Okie dokie. Choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside of you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. What did I just say, dagnabbit? These cards are so on point this month, I don't even know what to even do with myself. But yeah, dude, you have a choice in the matter. Just because things that have happened doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to still continue to manifest that way. So don't allow your old way of thinking and being, because we've all gone through a major I cannot talk right now. We've all gone through a major energetic shift recently. So don't be pulled back into your old way of thinking. Know that you always have a choice about your thoughts. They come in, but you choose whether or not you will minister to them. We choose whether or not we will come into alignment with them, and we choose whether or not we will come in or out of agreement with them, you know? So, and just like my whole little, my little illustration of cards, this is talking about manifestation power. It's like the power of your energy and the sense of your emotions and your thoughts. It's like you can draw in whatever you want. So take note of that. I love your face, Aries. I will see you in September. Deuces. Why live superficially